Dating today is harder than ever. If this is what's on your mind, then this video is definitely for you, since it will show you that you might be wrong. In this episode, I'll show you how to navigate modern dating using technologies wisely, finding love through shared passions, and focusing on that one thing that will make you truly attractive for the majority of people. I'm Darina, a practicing therapist in Australia. Let's get started. Let's begin with the elephant in the room. Technologies, more specifically dating apps. Is it good or bad for dating? Honestly, it's a dilemma. I hear totally different opinions on this matter from my clients. Some people think it is really a gold mine of potential romantic partners, while others insist on the idea that even though it might create an impression of choice, in reality it is full of weirdos and can even be dangerous. So, should we get back to old school offline dating? By the way, write in the comments section what is your opinion on this matter. I want to offer you my perspective. Before cars, people used horses or just walked everywhere. Did cars bring more accidents? Probably. Did we stop driving because of that? Of course not. We just learned the rules of the road. It's the same with dating apps or social media. They make meeting people easier, especially if you're juggling work, hobbies, kids, and life in general. But you've got to use them wisely. The most important rule is be intentional. Don't spend hours swiping mindlessly or get caught in back and forth texting if you've got a match. But don't rush to go for dinner either. When you're ready to connect, skip the long dates early on. Instead, try a quick 20-minute Zoom coffee chat. Another great way to meet people is groups of shared interests. And this is a tip number 2 on how to find love in 2025. Whether it's yoga, cycling, or even quirky activities like cold water swimming. Yes, cold nip fans, I see you. These are amazing opportunities to connect with people naturally. The beauty of this approach is that you're focused on doing something you love, which takes the pressure off. And here's a little secret. Forget the old saying that opposites attract. Sure, opposites might create a spark, but what really creates long-lasting or even lifelong relationship is having shared values or hobbies or goals. Let's say you love hiking and you meet someone on the trails who also spends weekends in nature. You've already got common ground, and that's a better foundation for a relationship than someone who'd rather binge watch TV while you're dreaming of your next climb. Compatibility always outlasts chemistry. Let me use cold nips as an example here. To do such activity, you have to possess a set of specific character traits. You have to want or love to wake up super early. You have to be adventurous, strong-willed, probably look after your health and be sporty and outdoorsy, right? So you might agree that you will have more chances to build something more stable and lasting with a person who possesses similar characteristics. Think of it this way. Chemistry gets you through the first few months, but compatibility gets you through the years. Another tip on finding love in 2025 can be a bit unexpected, and it sounds like this. Invest in yourself, not just dating. Here's a surprising truth. The best way to attract the right person isn't spending all your time dating. It's spending time on yourself and investing in yourself. Think about it. Who are you naturally drawn to? Happy, passionate, interesting people, right? And others think exactly the same way. So the more fulfilled you are, the more attractive you will be to others. Take a cooking class, pick up a new hobby, or explore something you always wanted to try. Not only will this make you happier, but you'll also expand your social circles and meet people with similar interests. And here is the bonus tip. When you are truly happy on your own, you'll have higher standards and won't settle for the wrong person. You'll have the confidence to wait for someone who matches your vibe and adds to your life. Another tip for finding love is to clarify what you're looking for. Often, when I work with guys and girls, their main therapeutic request is to find their person and build a family. I ask them who exactly you are looking for, and most of the time people say, I just want them to be a nice person and I want them to love me, or I want to have a true love. But what does true love mean to you? Is it emotional support? Should they financially support you? Or oppositely, is it shared responsibilities? Or maybe the most important thing is that you and your person will have the same goals. Getting clear on what you want helps you recognize the right person when they come along. Because there are so many different ways how people experience love and understand love. It is better to be clear from the beginning so you do not have the situation when everything seems fine but you still do not feel loved. Another important thing to consider when trying to find long-lasting love is be authentically you, and that's a big one. I know it sounds cliche, but hear me out. We often think, if I just act like the person they want, they will love me. But here is the problem. People are drawn to authenticity. Pretending to be someone you are not is exhausting, and eventually the mask will slip. Plus, you never know why someone might like the real you. It could be your quirks, your humor, or even the little things you don't think are special. When you're authentic, you build trust and attract the kind of person who love you for who you truly are. This is not only important from the common sense perspective, but it is also important due to the familiarity attraction or imprinting principle. It is a concept where someone feels attracted to another person because they possess traits that remind them of someone else in their tribe or family, like a physical feature or behavioral trait. Simply saying, it is when the familiar aspects of a new person trigger a sense of connection or affection because they are reminiscent, because they serve as a reminder of someone else, one's past or family. And while you think that the gap between your teeth is something you have to fix ASAP, someone out there might think it is very attractive, and that's what will make you stand out for them. Similarly can be with weight or height, or maybe you think you speak too loud and so on. It all can serve as an attraction trigger for the right person. And one of the most important things for finding lasting love in 2025 will sound quite controversial. And it is don't overfocus on finding love. Let me ask you this. If you had to choose between living a happy, fulfilling life without a relationship or being in a miserable marriage, what would you pick? The point is that happiness should always come first. Love isn't about finding someone to complete you. It's about complementing the amazing life you already have. Focus on creating that life, and trust me, love has a way of finding you when you least expect it. So there you have it, your guide to finding love in 2025. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, or even share it on your social medias. Look after yourself and your loved ones, and I will see you in next videos.